Question 16. Factorise and solve. So we need to solve this little quadratic equation here. So we need to put it into two double brackets first of all. And I've put two x's in there because I know that x times x is going to give me x squared on the front of this little quadratic. So the rule is that I need to find two numbers that are going to multiply together to give me minus 30, and they're going to add together to give me what is minus 1. And the only two numbers that will work here will be minus 6 and add 5. It doesn't matter in which order, because minus 6 times 5 is minus 30, and minus 6 add 5 is minus 1. And that's all equal to 0. So we can now use this factorisation to solve the equation, because either this bracket's got to be 0 or this bracket's got to be 0 in order for them to equal 0. So the only way that they will equal 0 is if the first bracket x has a value of positive 6, or in the second bracket x has a value of minus 5. Part B. Solve this equation leaving your answers in surd form. And again, it's another quadratic for us to solve. The fact that it tells us to leave your answers in surd form tells us we need to be using the quadratic equation to solve this. If you can't remember it, don't worry, because it's on the formula sheet at the front of the exam paper. And the quadratic formula, if we copy that down first of all, is x equals minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, and that's all over 2a. So we're now just going to go and work out which one's a, b and c from here. A is 2. B, the second one, is the value in front of x, which here is 1. And C is the bit on the end, which here is minus 2. So now we can put those into our quadratic formula. We've got x equals minus b, and that's minus 1, plus or minus the square root of 1 squared minus 4 times a, which is 2, times c, which is minus 2. And that's all over 2 lots of a, 2 times 2. So now we just need to clear this up a little bit. We've got x equals minus 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 squared is 1, minus 4 times 2 is 8, times minus 2 is minus 16, over 2 times 2, which is 4. I'm just going to switch to over here. If we have a look here, I've got 1 minus minus 16, which is going to change to a positive, so I'm going to have 1 add 16. So we're going to have x equals minus 1 plus or minus the square root of 17 over 4. Notice it says solve this equation leaving your answers in surd form. It says answers, so I need two specific bits here. So I'm going to have to split this up into when it's plus or minus and write out the two specific answers. So the first solution is going to be when x is minus 1 plus the square root of 17 over 4. Other answer is going to be when x equals minus 1 minus the square root of 17 all over 4. So So the answers are these two bits here.